Today marks 2 years since Russia invaded Ukraine. On Friday, President Biden announced hundreds of new sanctions against entities and people inside and outside of Russia connected to Vladimir Putin's war and the death of Russian opposition leader Alexey Navalny last week. It's the largest round of sanctions imposed on Russia in an effort to blunt Putin's moves. Natalie Brand is at the White House with more on this. Natalie, good morning.
Hi, Jeff. This morning, President Biden will be having a video conference call with Ukraine's president and G7 leaders. It comes as the White House is taking further action to try and squeeze Russia's economy while also sounding the alarm over what's at stake if Ukraine doesn't get more security aid.
2 years since Russia launched its full-scale invasion and assault on Ukraine.
We can't walk away now. And that's what Putin is betting on. He's betting on we're going to walk away.
The White House unveiled its largest package of sanctions to date, targeting more than 500 entities linked to Russia's war effort. That includes suppliers such as a steel factory that makes parts for Russia's attack helicopters, and business leaders inside and outside of the country, including in China and the United Arab Emirates. Also sanctioned 3 individuals who ran the prison where Russian opposition leader Alexey Navalny died. The White House signaled more consequences could be coming.
Make no mistake, Putin is responsible for Alexei's death.
Experts on the region, including Ian Bremmer of the Eurasia Group, view Navalny's death as evidence Putin feels emboldened at a time when Ukraine says it's running out of ammunition.
The Americans aren't going to change his behavior through sanctions. The only way the Americans and others can change his behavior is by increasing military support on the ground in Ukraine. And of course, that is right now very open to question, especially given the divisions inside the United States.
Cross fingers that we're still together.
Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky made his case to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Democratic colleagues who traveled to the war-torn country some 10 days after passing a bipartisan foreign aid bill that's now stalled in the U.S. House.
We want to tell them what we have seen. We want to show them. We have heard from so many that if you don't get the aid, you will lose the war. But if you get the aid, you will win the war.
Now, Congress is scheduled to return from recess to Washington next week, but the path for Ukraine aid is still a bit unclear at this point. The House Speaker's office has not revealed how or when he could take up the issue of foreign aid. The White House, meanwhile, says Ukraine is having to ration its equipment on the battlefield. Michelle.
Natalie, thank you.